Hey, what's going on, everybody? Samuel Akem here, and I'm back with another one. I appreciate you guys for tapping in. The Grizz got a huge win against Sacramento State on Saturday. Big game, top 10 matchup. The Grizz were able to come out with the dub. I think they played their best game that they've played this season. They were able to move the ball pretty well in the first half. They were able to move the ball pretty successfully in the second half. This is the Sac State team who's really been through a gauntlet. They played Idaho early in the season. They lost. They played Montana State a couple of weeks ago. They lost. You know, this Big Sky is really starting to shape up. It's looking like the Brawl of the Wild will be the game that really decides it for Montana State, Idaho, and Montana. We're just going to have to see. You know, there's one more week before the Brawl of the Wild happens, so we don't want to look too far ahead. Montana has Portland State this week. I believe Montana State has Eastern Washington, I believe. So it's going to be a good week. It's going to be a exciting end to the season. We just hope that Montana State and Montana can take care of business this week and get the dub so that we have an amazing Brawl of the Wild ahead of us. Everything's going to be on the line. The conference title will be on the line. Everything's on the line right now. I mean, the turnaround that this Grizz team has made throughout the season has been amazing. You know, they started off really slow. Their offense was unable to really get things going on early on in the season. But I actually have a thought about that I wanted to share. So me and Coulter were talking about this on the radio a couple of weeks ago. It might have been the radio. Actually, it might have been when I was on the Grizz fan pod. But they mentioned how Clifton had got here over the summer and Sam Vidlac got here in the spring. So, you know, you don't get any live reps and pads over the summer through player run practices. You only get 2 player run practices a week, and I think you do that 2 months out of the summer, maybe. But that would explain to me why Clifton started off so slow. You know, he had to get in a rhythm with Coach Pease. He had to get in a rhythm with the receivers. You know, there's a lot of growing pains that had to go on early on in this season. And I commend Clifton. I commend Coach Pease. I commend the receivers. I commend everybody for sticking in there because it was a long start to the season. It didn't look very promising. A lot of people wrote this team off. And I just want to say that they have outshined expectations. I don't think anybody expected this team to be 8-1 going on week 9. 10, I think. Going into week 10, I don't think anybody expected this team to be 8-1 with a chance to win the conference title. Maybe they did, who knows? But they're here, and it's very exciting, and I commend this team. I commend the coaching staff. Coach Houck has done a phenomenal job with this team. You know, I mean, I can't say enough about how phenomenal job this Coach Houck and this coaching staff have done with this team. It's been amazing. The turnaround has been awesome, and I'm excited to see the end of the season. Well, we're going to break down this tape from the Sac State Montana game, and yeah, let's just get straight into it. So, Montana was able to run the ball fairly effectively against Sac State. They started off with a short run here. Our first 2 drives offensively, honestly, weren't anything special. Were nothing special at all. But they were able to get through that and move the ball effectively. Started off the game with that first run. We're going to try to run this designed swing route. That's Junior in the backfield. We're running this designed swing route to the running back or Junior who's in there. We took the running back out, put Junior in there, and try to get these blocks. Sac State just has numbers on us. You see our linemen cut blocking here so that they don't end up affecting the play. I think number 99 still ended up getting in the play. Also the running back. They just have numbers. So we have 2-3 blockers here, and hopefully you hope the way this play works out that the tight end ends up blocking this backer, or I think that's a nickel. This receiver ends up blocking the safety, and this receiver ends up blocking the corner. If it worked out like that, we have a pretty good play on our hands. It didn't end up working out like that. They had numbers on us, and we end up getting a loss on the play. So, you know, it is what it is. We ended up punting it. Our first drive didn't go anywhere. It's still 0-0, 13 minutes left in the game. Sac State begins their first offensive drive. They actually started off the game really well. They started off with Caden Bennett. I don't actually know the distributed snap count that took place between Bennett and their freshman quarterback. I think his name is Conklin. I don't want to be wrong. Number 17, their freshman quarterback. I think, honestly, he got more snaps than Bennett. I don't know why that was. They've been trying to play them both. You know, Sac State wants to play a 2-quarterback system. I don't know why number 17 might have played more snaps. He did the same thing last week. But one thing I will say about number 17, he's a young guy. I think Bennett struggled with it too, but I think number 17 struggled with it more than Bennett. pressure. We brought a lot of pressure. And I think he struggled with being able to get the ball off, being able to be relaxed back there. I mean, that's one aspect of our defense that we bring to the table is the ability to bring pressure, the ability to play man on the backside. A lot of zero. They tried to go at TC a lot during this game. He didn't give up any receptions. We just played a really good game. And it's really good to see us play a game like this in a situation like this, top 10. Coulter had mentioned how he said he thinks the Grizz are going to roll. And I was like, I don't know, man. I think this Sac State team has a really good offense. I think they're able to move the ball. I think they can run the ball. I'm not so sure about their defense, but, I really thought their offense would be able to get things going. And I commend our defense. They only gave up 7 points. I don't know the yard distribution. I think they gave up maybe like 250, 260 yards. But our defense played a phenomenal game compared to where this Sac State offense had been operating throughout the season. So I commend them. And then Coulter, man, this man knew. And I asked him, I texted him close to the end of the game, and I said, how did you know? He's like, man, I've been covering the subdivision for like 15 years. I would hope I would know, I would have some insight into how some of these games are going to go. And I've given him his props because he 100% knew. So Sac State's going to start the game off with this spacing concept. So spacing, meaning this guy's got an OTB spot route. This guy's going to sit in between TC and the number two receiver is going to sit in between TC and the linebacker right here. And you got this outside guy on a hitch or a spot, really a hitch. And then you have the horizontal stretch by the running back pushing out there. You see how he's running. This is exactly what they want. You see how the linebacker is pushing to get out to that horizontal stretch. And that opens up the tight end right over the ball for an easy completion. That's a concept that many teams run in the NFL. It's a zone beater. It doesn't work in man. I mean, it does work in man. You can hit the horizontal stretch to the running back, but that's one play that you see teams run all over the place. So we got a 2nd and 3 here. And man, I don't know what happened to him throughout the course of the game. Maybe our defense made adjustments. I'm sure our defense made adjustments, but number 9 was running the ball very effectively in the first quarter. Either they went away from it or it just wasn't working. I think they really went away from it, but number 9 was running the ball really effectively in the first quarter, and he kind of hurt us those first couple drives. After those first couple drives, he didn't really get anything, but this is blocked up pretty well. This is a really good run. The number 52 getting that push across. You got the tight end getting up in there, helping with the, is that a tackle or a guard? Helping with the tackle. Clearing that lane up. And they get a pretty nice play out of it on 2nd and 3. So, man, this I think is one of the first times that they tried TC, and it's not going to be successful. You're going to get this zero coverage here. There's no safety over the top, so everybody on the outside is playing man. Ryder, I believe this is either Ryder or Jackson Lee. I think it's Ryder. Ryder's playing man on the tight end. Corbin over here is playing man on the receiver. TC's playing man on, I think this is a tight end actually as well. And then you got, I think that's Jackson Jr. down here playing man on the corner. And I think Nash back here is watching, either Nash or this linebacker is watching the running back, one of the two. But he stays in protection. They max protect the play. They max protect it, so they only have 3 receivers on the routes, and they try to get over the top to TC here. You get a little bit of pressure late by Braxton, it looks like. I don't think he really affected it, but Bennett threw it out of bounds. Everybody was covered. Really good coverage by our guys. Really good play. That's on first down. Got this 2nd and 10. Bennett's going to try to run it. They didn't do too much of this. I thought they would do more of it. I had mentioned on the radio earlier last week, or late last week actually, that I thought they might try to run with Bennett more. They didn't. I said one of the keys to us being able to be successful is to limit Bennett, and we did that exactly right here. Watch us swarm the ball. Not much penetration up front, but actually good penetration up front. Look at us reset the line of scrimmage. The line of scrimmage here is on the 26-yard line, and by the time Bennett goes to run, the line of scrimmage is on like the 28, maybe even 29. So he's not going to get much out of that. He gets nothing on that 2nd down run, and now it's 2nd and 10. And once again here, we are bringing pressure. We're going to go zero once again. No high safeties. I think he might have had something. Nash kind of gets beat here. I think he might have had something, but once again, the pressure affected Bennett. He didn't even have any time to look there, and they targeted TC. This is now this is their first drive, and they've targeted TC twice during this drive. I mean, he played a great game. He got a game ball. He posted it the other day and said, shout out to their game plan. And man, I thought that was funny because, I mean, I don't know if it was in their game plan to throw at TC. I think part of it was just that, like, they're getting pressure in their face. They're trying to throw these slot fades. Maybe it was TC. Maybe they did think they could take advantage of TC. They didn't. TC showed up very well, and it was a great game. So that was 3rd and 10. You got 4th and 10 now. They're going to kick the field goal, and they miss. Man, I don't know what's going on with some of the kickers. Sac State's kicker struggled a bit in this game. I don't know how he's been doing throughout the season. Montana State's kicker has been struggling majorly. I don't know who they played last week. I know he struggled against Idaho, but this has been something that has been showing up in many games that I've watched, that kickers have been struggling to make field goals, and it has hurt them. I don't know if it really hurt Sac State here because they really got worked out throughout the whole game. It wasn't particularly close. But, those things can end up biting you if you allow them to. So we're going to get this pull by Clifton. He's reading this end here. The end kind of crashes down a little bit. Clifton beats him around the edge. We get some good blocks up front by our receivers. Really good blocks up front by our receivers. And Clifton's going to get about 15, 17 on first down. Great play. Great play. So I think, let me see this. Yeah, we ended up getting a holding actually here. So this actually isn't a receiver. This is a tight end. This is Schaefer. And they're going to call this holding on him. I think it was a little bit questionable. Like, the only reason I think this holding is justified is because his hand is back here. Number 21 wasn't going to get off this block. This is a really good block. It's just the technique of it. You'd like for him to have his hands in more tight so that they can't call that, because number 21, I mean, this DB is getting dominated. He wasn't going to get off that block. It's a really good block. They ended up calling holding, so it ends up bringing us back, and we got a 1st and 4 on our hands. Going to get this run by Osmo, and he's going to get nothing. They get some penetration up front by that DN played it really well, actually. Well, they get the penetration up front by this D lineman through Walker, and that kind of just blows the whole play up. We get nothing out of it, and it's going to be 2nd and 4. They swarmed the ball really well there. So 2nd and 4, going to run it again, and Osmo's going to fight for that 1st down. Really good run by him. 2nd and 4, he gets that 1st down. Really good run. Blocked up pretty well. All we need is 4. Got the guard getting in there, or the tackle actually, pulling the tackle around to get in there. Lock up with that linebacker. Good block. Good block by Casey. 1st down, Grizz. And you got a 1st and 10. We're going to do this, man. So we tried to hit this rollout here, and nothing really. I mean, he's got pressure in his face automatically. They brought this blitz off the edge by this DB. I think it's a nickel or a safety, but they brought this blitz off the edge, and it really blew up this play, and Clifton took the sack. He looked like he was about to throw it. If you look right before he gets sacked, he looked like he was about to throw it. I'm pretty sure they had run double post down here. It looks like we had ran like a double post concept down here, and Keelan kind of had got open a little bit over the top of this, or it might have been even over the top of the. Somebody looked like they had got open late. You're not going to be able to see it in this view, but it looks like Keelan, or I think it was Aaron at the very bottom, might have got open late. He did end up getting the ball off, and that's going to put us behind the chains. 3rd and 17, and we're fighting an uphill battle. And then I think this was a design QB run. They had said, now this is my question. When you do a design QB run, or a draw, which it looks like this is a design QB draw, does it count as a sack or a tackle for loss? Because it's technically not a pass, even though we have receivers in routes, and it looks like the linemen are pass blocking. I'm pretty sure this was a design QB run. I mean, because if you look at everybody's blocking. He's running all the way. You got this swing route, but I think that's just eye candy for these guys to kind of clear out the lane. We didn't end up getting anything. We ended up getting a tackle for loss, and it was a sack. We ended up punting it away, and Sac State got the ball back. Bennett is still in the game. I don't think we've seen 17 yet, but This is probably the best drive offensively they had the whole game. They were able to run the ball pretty effectively. And yeah, they were able to run the ball pretty effectively. This is really the only time they were able to do so, but these are some good blocks. Look at 16 get up to the safety here. You got good blocks by their line up front. 16 gets up to the safety. Really good looking run play. This one, I mean, these next couple are even better. He's really patient here. They got these guys sealed off on the inside. You got the guard kicking out here, kicking our guys out here, creating a really big lane. And number 9 does the rest. Good run by them. Good run by them. And then again, it's like the same. It's like almost the exact same run play. It seems like it's the exact same run play. Inside zone. You got the tackle kicking out here. 62 is getting good push up front. It looked like Braxton was kind of trying to read this block here. And, you know, he was trying to play both sides. And he was just a little late getting off that block. Number 9 got them down inside the 5, and he finished off the drive. Inside the 2, I mean, and he finished off the drive with a touchdown. So Sac State right there took the 2-0 lead, took the 7-0 lead on Montana, and that would end up being their only points of the game. Obviously, we're going to show more of their offensive drives. Obviously, we're going to show more of their plays, but our defense really stood up after that and limited them to minimum yards, minimum points, got a lot of pressure on the quarterback, and we'll see it throughout here. We got our first 3rd and short. One thing I put this on here for a reason. The reason I put this on here is because I wanted to talk about how in past years I know we have struggled to get 3rd and shorts, 4th and 1s, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, 4th and 2. We really struggled in past years getting those. And I think one thing about this offense that they have been phenomenal at is 3rd and 4th and short. Getting those short yardage situations when your line has to show up, when it has to be a statement play by your team. You have to be more aggressive, more physical than the other team. 4th and 1, 3rd and 1. That's all that is. That's just a mentality play. We want it more than y'all, and I think our team has been really good about doing that this year, and it showed throughout this game. It showed throughout the season, and this is just an example of that. We got this 3rd and 1. Eli's gonna get the handoff. We're gonna get really good push up front. I mean, look at this push by our line, and the line of scrimmage is at the first down basically. So I mean, all Eli has to do is run, keep his head down, and you got a first down. Really good play. Really good play. Really good offensive line play by our guys. So we're gonna get this read. If you see Clifton's head here, he's reading this end. The end goes upfield. He pulls it, and he gets about 5 or 6 on first down. 5. So now we got a 2nd and 5. Man, I thought this was a risky play a little bit. We're gonna get this 2nd and 5. It's an RPO. He's reading this guy right here. He's reading this guy because he was really the nickel. They brought him in on a nickel blitz, so that means this should be open. They really went cover 3. It seems to me that they went cover 3. It looks like he's pushing over to a curl flat. He reads this guy. He blitzes. 27 ends up knocking the ball down. But if you look back here on the backside, he's throwing here to I think that's Aaron on the backside. Yeah, he's throwing to Aaron. This safety looks like he would have been right there, Johnny on the spot. I don't know how fast the ball would have got there, but it looks like it would have been a close completion. Let's just say I'll probably be glad that got knocked down. 3rd and 5. And man, this route. Okay, so this route and this pass completion by Clifton was awesome. Clifton, this is a really good ball. So let's watch Aaron. You're gonna get this. You're gonna try to get 2 along the sidelines here. So you're gonna do Junior on this quick out, 4-step out, and you're gonna run Aaron on this what looks to me to be like a burst corner or a burst out at about 10 to 15 yards. He's gonna do a really good job of getting this corner's hips turned. I like the play design a lot, and the route by Aaron is awesome. Man, I mean, just great break. He's got this guy's hips turned. This guy's never going to be able to get back around. Junior. Okay, so actually it wasn't a quick out. Junior's going to run this wheel. Still 2 along the sidelines, but it looks a little different. So Junior's going to run this wheel. I don't know. I truly don't know if the wheel was designed. I think the wheel was designed just because of how long Aaron's route would have taken. And if Junior were to only run this out, that would put 27 right in this throwing lane for this out route. So I do actually think this was a designed wheel route, and Aaron definitely was supposed to run the out route, but I think it was a design wheel. so that you could clear up this window for Aaron. Great play design for Aaron. Great route run. Clifton gets a little pressure in his face, so he has to get out of the pocket. Let's watch the throw here. Look at this arm strength right here. He's off balance. He has to get the ball out. Aaron's really open. You just got to give him the ball. Clifton knows that and puts a great ball. Aaron does a really good job of coming back to the ball. Do not wait for the ball to come back to you. Attack it. He attacks the football and turns it into a really good play. Really good play. That's a third down as well. I think with Clifton at quarterback, I mentioned this in the UC Davis game, and it's been just building on and on. We've been really good on third down. I don't know so much of our percentages from this game, how we were on third down, but I just know we've been fairly successful on third down. When we get our offense rolling, our third down completion percentage has been fairly good. I'm gonna try to take this deep shot to Aaron. You can say a lot of things about this. You'd really like Aaron to come down with this. I think the ball was put on decently well for him to come down with the completion. We just didn't come down with it. Things like that happen. I'd be lying if I said you wouldn't like him to come down with this, because you would. The only thing I think he could do is I'd have to demonstrate it by standing up, so I'm not going to do that. But he could kind of push into number 3 to give himself more space. So push number 3, keep your right shoulder, push him down, and then last second separate so that he has space to catch the ball. This is a really pretty good ball, to be honest. It's a pretty good spot. There's not a lot of space on the sidelines for him to put that ball. Clifton put a pretty good ball on him. We just didn't come down with it. And, it is what it is. That was on 2nd and 8. I think we got another angle here. Yeah. So what I'm talking about is right here, when the ball's about to be there, kind of lean into him. And then, don't show your hands. He's doing a good job of fighting down number 3's hands. But I say just fight his hands down, lean into him, and last second push away and, make that catch. Really good ball. Really, honestly, a good play by number 3. He got his hand in there. It is what it is. Maybe the ball could be a little more out there, but that's a really good ball. He put it right where Aaron could catch it. We just didn't come down with it. So 3rd and 8. We're gonna face with a 3rd and long here, and we're gonna run this screen. I think this is a really good play call. I think this is a really timely play call. Gonna get all these D linemen coming up field. Our guards, center, our 2 guards and our center are going to get out to block on this play. Set up like they're pass blocking. Let them get through. Eli makes the catch, and we're off and running. First down on 3rd and 8. Great play. Great play. Great play. Another 3rd down completion. Man, so you're going to get this spot concept here. And sometimes you can run this at a 3-by-1. Sometimes you can run with this with 3 receivers. A lot of times you can run it with the running back. So this is kind of not really similar. The route that Aaron runs is similar to the spacing concept that Sac State had ran. But you're going to get Aaron on this spot route right here. You got, I believe this is Junior on this corner route up top. And then you have the horizontal stretch by the running back running this swing route. So his job is to open up this window for Aaron. You're really looking for Aaron here. If he doesn't expand, you really have the running back here. But then in the case that you get man coverage, you're most likely looking for Junior on the corner route. So you have a lot of options here. It's hard to be wrong in this situation. There are ways that you can cover this. Play man. The safety plays good coverage on the corner route. You got us beat. But this is really good by us. You got the horizontal stretch. Watch how you see how the horizontal stretch stretches. The horizontal stretch by the running back opens up the window for Aaron. And he's wide open in the middle of the field. And he gets about 6 or 7 yards on 2nd down. So now we got a 3rd and 2. We're just going to go this quarterback power here to Clifton. And we got the 1st down. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. I thought that was kind of questionable. I thought that was a close call. I thought we were close. Looking at it now, definitely seems like he got enough to get the 1st down. Just enough. But I remember watching it live. I thought it was pretty close. But once again, this is now, I think, our 3rd or 4th 3rd down completion on this one drive. And this is right after Sacramento State scored. They took the momentum, kind of had the crowd kind of quiet. We need a good drive. We need a long drive. We need a touchdown. We need to match their energy. And we did that, really good. Really good. And then Eli's going to finish it off. Number 4 here, he's a really good player. I think maybe he's probably reading the tight end to know where the running back's going, probably reading the tight end's block. The tight end gets this, really misses it, but he's got this band block coming across to kick out that D end, and number 4 just is wrong. Eli finishes it off with a touchdown. Great play by the Grizz. Great drive by the Grizz. Way to even things up, and we are in business. 7-7, and now we're gonna get the first look at, I think his name is Conklin. I'm not for sure. Number 17, Sac State's quarterback. We're gonna get the first look at him, and I mean, our defense. This is when you start to see our defense fly around everywhere. Look at this play right here. Garrett, you're gonna have I believe this is cover 3. Yeah, this looks like cover 3. So you're gonna have this, or it might be man. It looks like cover 3 to me, just the way Corbin's playing it. But you're gonna get, Garrett's gonna drive on this man or cover 3, whatever it is. Garrett's gonna drive on this flat. This is really a RPO. This is something that Montana State runs a lot as well. And I don't know if this is just a run pass option, or if he can run it if it's a run pass option for the quarterback as well. Because when Montana State runs this, they'll read this, they crash on here, but instead of backing up to make the throw, he'll run out here to threaten whoever is playing the tight end, so that it actually gives the feel of a run pass, like after the run option. You really threaten the defender who's trying to defend the tight end, because they can never be right. Now, this might just be, this guy is really a thrower. I don't think he can run as well as Bennett. I haven't really seen him run like that, but he doesn't look like he's looking to run. He looks like he's strictly looking to either hand off or pass. He passes it. Garrett is right there. Garrett doesn't make the tackle, but, he gives time for everybody else to get there, and it's awesome. Awesome play by him. Gonna get this run. And we're going to run this stunt up front. So I don't know who this is at the DN position. I know this is Gubb, but you're going to get this stunt, and it's really going to ruin this run play for Sac State. I mean, first off, we have so many hats by the ball anyway. We got a lot of hats down there. Nobody's really blocked up down there, and they swarm. Great play. Great play on 2nd and 8. So they ended up, it was the end of the quarter, the end of the first quarter, started the second quarter, and they got this 3rd and 8. And this is actually a really good ball and a really good catch. So number 0 here is going to run this deep out. Number 16 really ran a spot route. His job is to occupy TC like he did, to occupy him. And, it's man, so it probably seems like he's running that spot. If it's zone, he's probably going to sit down, but it's man, so he's separating and pulling him out to clear up the window potentially. The window being right behind him for the out route, and it's covered up really well. I actually don't know who this is. I can't tell. I think it might be Garrett. At that safety position. Garrett or Jackson, I believe, but it's really good coverage. It's just a good ball and a good catch. Yeah, that's Jackson Lee. Good catch, good ball by them. He actually gets pressure in his face too by Braxton here. Braxton might have been playing the I don't know what Braxton's playing. He might have been playing the running back. Who knows? But it looks like man coverage here on the outside. Definitely man coverage. Man. One high safety and man coverage. And they just got us here. Good play by them. Man, this is now going to be the 3rd time they're going to target TC. You got a 2nd and 10. We're going man coverage again, one high. We're not bringing any pressure. We're just bringing 4. And you're going to get a slot fade. I thought this was really good by TC. You might not think TC's a fast player, but I realized when he got here in 2020 that he is faster than he looks. He's not it's not going to look like he's running super fast, but TC is moving. Trust me. Number 0, I think, is their fastest offensive player. He looks like their fastest receiver for sure. And TC's going to be running step for step with him. Oh, just a little long on that ball. But TC was right there in coverage. They targeted him a lot. We got a little bit of, it looks like we got a little bit of pressure right here with Gubb. I think that's Gubb. Yeah, Gubb's going to win up front. But I don't think that really affected number 17. He just couldn't hit it. And it's a 3rd and 10 now. So we got this 3rd and 10, and you're going to get another, So you get this passing concept where you're going to run number 3 being, that's a receiver. So they had this pre-snap motion first off. It looks like number 6 or number 5, Gandy, I think, on the pre-snap motion. He's going up, running this out route, and then you got, I can't tell if this is a 10-yard in. It looks like an in, but he looks like he drifted a little bit on the in. But you got this in, and he's pushing the over top coverage out of there. This guy's trying to push the over top coverage out of there to clear the window for him, but the ball gets batted down. Great play by us. Great play by us. Looks like Braxton might have been there even too when the pass got thrown. So, we've got this pretty covered up, but good job by Hayden. I believe Hayden was the one who knocked this pass down, and they get our defense off the field on 3rd and 10. This was a really good play. I mean, for them to get stopped, for us to get a touchdown right after they got their touchdown, great defensive possession by our defense, and then for them to have this short punt to Junior where he catches it on R40 with nobody in sight and gets us down inside the 35. Just a great turn of events for us, a great way to swing momentum in our favor. The crowd loved that. The crowd is super loud after that. Just a great play. Just great everything. So then Coach Pease, what is he gonna do? We're gonna have that short punt, and then what is he gonna do right after that? Go a little, I don't want to call it, I feel like every time a quarterback catches the ball out of the backfield, everybody wants to call it Philly special, but this really kind of looks like Philly special. You're gonna get Osmo on the pre-snap motion, catching the handoff. He's gonna toss it to Junior, and Junior's gonna throw it to Clifton. Great play. And yeah, a little 24-yard reception for Clifton. And now we had that punt return, and we had the that play, and now we're inside the 10-yard line in the red zone. Next play after that, Osmo's gonna run over a couple guys. We don't have the full play. Osmo's gonna run over a couple guys, and it's a touchdown for the Grizz. Great turn of events for us. Great swing for us. Defensive stop. Great punt return. Short punt by them, and then we run a trick play. Next thing you know, we're in the end zone, and Montana has a 14-7 lead. Just a great swing for us, and then, here they go. I don't know if, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if Fulcher got hurt throughout this game, because this is 13. I haven't even seen 13. I've seen 25. I didn't actually see 6 during this game. I don't think 6 played during this game, but yeah, that's a different story. But they got this 3rd and 2. On their next drive. Sac State got this 3rd and 2 on their next defensive drive, or their next offensive drive, and there's just nothing there for them. Nothing. Great stop by us. Great play by us. And they ended up punting it away. We ended up getting the ball back. We got the ball back on our own 25. So you're going to get this concept over here. You're running this take route by Keelan. He's taking the overtop coverage away. If he's open, you can throw it, but you're really trying to control the safety and this cornerback with him. You have Junior running this wide hitch route. I think he's just a check down, which is he came in to be handy for this, but I think you're really looking for Aaron on this deep over. I think he might have had him too, to be honest. I think he got off of it like a second too soon, because if you look, watch his eyes here. Literally right as Aaron starts to open up on this deep over, he's got him. He ends up throwing it to Junior on the widened spot. You see this guy kind of backing up. I don't know. I mean, he might have been trying to read Clifton's eyes. That might have been why Clifton did throw the spot. It ends up working out for us. We got a 1st down on 2nd and 8, and we keep the chains rolling. But the reason I put that on there is just because I saw the over. I thought we could have been able to get it. We didn't. It's whatever. We still got a 1st down. We move on. Man, this was a great route. Great call. I mean, Coach Pease, I have to say this. Coach Pease was calling a really good game early on in this game. He was calling. He's been doing his thing. I think Coach Pease has been calling a phenomenal offense. I think he's been playing into Clifton's strengths. I think he's been playing into this offense's strengths. I think he's been able to find the weaknesses in defenses, the way defenses want to play us. It's been awesome to see. You're going to get this bang route by Aaron. You got this safety. So you have the running back on this swing route. You have this safety trying to cover it. It looks like they're running quarters coverage. It definitely looks like quarters coverage here. So quarter shell, quarter, 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 quarter. There's nobody covering the running back, so I think the safety comes down to honor the running back. And that leaves a window wide open for Aaron on this bang route behind him. So you got this curl concept on the front side. They really got numbers. There's 4 over 3 here. So I think Clifton was off of that, probably pre-snap. Let's look at his eyes. Yeah, his eyes don't even ever go over there. His eyes never even looked over there. So he was never on this. You got 4 over 3. So it's good for him to read this side. You got 2-on-2 really if you're counting the safety covering the quarterback or the running back, and you got the corner covering Aaron. Aaron runs a great route on this bang route. Look at this break up top. Look at this break. Got the DB turned around, and Aaron's going to take off. Great play by Aaron. Thought he was going to be able to get away and score. He didn't. It's okay, though. Great play by us. And now we're back in the red zone after 4 or 5 plays to start that drive. We've been getting a lot of explosive plays. We've been finding the ability to be able to get explosives, make explosives, and that has really been one of the things that have taken this offense to the next level, man. Oh, my gosh. Aaron had a really good drive here. Aaron had a really good game. I've been trying to tell people about Aaron this whole season. I've been trying to tell him that this guy is fast, twitchy. He can run good routes. He's really good. He just has to put it all together, and he's started to put it all together this year. Let's watch this route up top. So he's going to run what we call a back line in route, which most of the time this isn't really your first option. There must have been something in the game plan or something that they saw the way these guys play. They're playing 7 across, really. So you're going to rush 4, and just everybody else is just really playing like catch or tight catch, man coverage, whatever you want to call it. It's 7 across. That's what we used to call it at Montana. And Aaron's going to get man on this corner right here, and he's just going to cook him with the route. Watch the little hezzy. He just barely hesitated to look like he was going out, and ran around, got around him on the end, across that back line, and it's a simple touchdown for him. Great route, great ball by Clifton, and touchdown. Great play. Great play. Watch it again. Just a good route, just a very good run route. Touchdown. I love it. So now Montana has a 21-7 lead with 8 minutes left in the second quarter. They are just rolling. They're just rolling. Bennett is back in the game. I can't remember if he was actually back in the last drive as well, but Bennett is in the game. They're gonna run this handoff to the running back off the pre-snap motion, and he's gonna get a little bit of yards on the outside. Get about 9 on first down. Get our 1st and 10. We're gonna bring pressure with Jackson Lee. Jackson Lee comes in late on this safety blitz, and Bennett's gonna try to throw at it, and he's going to be unsuccessful. This is just some of the examples of the pressure. I think in the second half you get way more examples of the pressure really affecting the quarterbacks, but this is a play where Bennett tried to throw into the pressure, which is what you want to do. You got the pressure off that right side. Sac State here is running a mesh concept with a OTB by number 5. We can't really see how it would have worked out. I think maybe number 16 might have had an opportunity, but he's throwing to the right anyway, and he overthrows number 9. Which number 9 is actually in the game. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe number 9 did play quite a bit in this game. Get this design quarterback run, but before you get the design quarterback run, they get a false start. So I can't actually remember who false started in this. I can't remember who false started in that, but they got a false start. And this is when the crowd noise, we're up 21-7. Our crowd is rocking at this point. Their offensive drives are not probably fun at all. They probably can't hear. There's a lot going on for them in terms of playing in our stadium, and you could tell it started to affect them at this point. Pre-snap motion by number 5. You got no, there's actually no receiver over. So you got 3 receivers on this side, double tight on this side. So you're in 12 personnel actually, and you got 2 tight ends and 1 tight end on the line, a tight end and a hip, and 2 receivers split out. Looks like we're running 3 cloud strong. So if you look at the safety here pre-snap or at post-snap, he's going to get over top in that half. You got him in the middle third. 3 cloud strong. Strong because it's the strong side of the field, the passing strength of the field. And he's going to try to throw over top, and it's not going to be there. It's not going to be there at all. Looks like they ran this double post concept, so you got the tight end pushing. You keep 1 tight end in for pass protection, number 82 right here. You got number 16 going out to the flats, and then you got the 2 posts on the backside. And Bennett tries to put it on him, but it's just not there. Montana's going to get the ball back. We got it on our own 30. There's about 6 minutes left in the half, and we're just going to keep doing what we've been doing. Osmo running the ball. Honestly, up to this point, it doesn't seem like we've been running the ball too much. We actually haven't been running the ball too much. We've been passing it. But I think this is a read. I think he can either pull this, because you got these 2 pullers going around. You got our guard and tackle on the left side pulling around. But then you have Schaefer, or I think that's Schaefer. Yeah, Schaefer staying out here to kind of like seal looks like to seal whoever this edge defender, whoever shows up on this edge. So I think you can either pull it or run it to the running back. I honestly don't know who he would be reading on this. I don't know if it would be this end, this linebacker. He's probably reading somebody over here, maybe this end right here. This end crashes, he hands it off, and Osmo's off to the races. And these guys, let me just tell you right now, these guys trying to tackle Osmo up top, you're never going to be successful. You have to go low, or you have to use the sidelines. We get about 15 or 20 yards on that first down run. Now we got a 2nd and 5. And man, I only put this on here because it just shows what I've been saying about Aaron, that he's been balling. This is going to come back. They actually called 2 holdings on this play. So we got a holding on Chris right here. I definitely thought one of them was questionable. I thought that one was a little questionable. I don't know if that was holding. And then I think they called a holding here on Liam. I think this is for sure holding. This one right here, for sure holding. I mean, he gets him a little bit right there. But I don't know about Chris's. I think you can call it. I mean, honestly, I'm not going to argue it too much. I don't know if it was a holding. It didn't really look like a holding to me. But then look at this ball. First off, Clifton's got pressure in his face. You're going to run this. Looks like Aaron was on a fade. And I think Junior, it looks like this is just a vertical. All verts. Everybody's running verticals. Junior inside release on there on the safety. You got Aaron on the outside. Oh, I think no. Okay, so it was 4 seams. It was seams, or I mean 4 verts. But the 2 on the outside ran hitches and goes. So you can't really see it here, but Aaron runs a little hitch up here. You kind of start to see him break down right there. But he ran a little hitch and go. Got open. Good ball by Clifton. I mean, man. And number 7, funny enough, number 7 actually, this is a targeting on number 7. So he ended up getting ejected for that play. Really difficult for him. Sucks for him. Sucks for us that play wasn't completed, because that probably would have made it 28-7 going into halftime, which would have been phenomenal. But it got called back for holding. We got a 4th and 1 here, and we're going to get it. No tush push, just straight up quarterback sneak, and Clifton gets it fairly easily. I mean, these guys try to go over top. That's not going to work for you because we're going low. So you trying to go over top, you're just making yourself look silly, realistically. Goes underneath, gets the first down. Great play on 4th and 1. That's just another illustration of how we've been very good on 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, 3rd and 2, 4th and 2. Those short yardage situations, I think we've been very good at this year. So you're going to get this mesh concept on the inside. Mesh meaning you got these 2 guys meshing on the inside on unders. Junior's going over top. You got Schaefer going underneath. You got Aaron running the OTB. OTB meaning over the ball. He's running an over the ball route. So he's running at about 10 yards, stopping over the ball. He gets wide open here. This is exactly how you want it to look. We honestly just need a little bit better of a ball and a little bit better of a, we just need to make the catch as well. Aaron looked like he was trying to make his move before he had the ball, but this is exactly how you want this play to work out. They pass this off. They're running man here. It's not really open. For this route to be most successful, you would really like Junior here to make number 3 go underneath so that he gets behind the tight end and he's trailing, which basically makes him wide open. That didn't happen. Number 3 is playing pretty high, so you don't want Junior to go too much out of his way to make that happen. But that's why we have the OTB. OTB's wide open. We just couldn't complete it. Good play call. Pretty good execution, honestly. We just have to finish it with the catch. We almost got a safety here. Look at Gub. I mean, Gub is just a different animal. Gub is just a different animal. So you got Gub right here. Watch him win here. Easy. And almost gets a safety out of it. They don't, and they end up getting like 2 yards. 2 yards on 1st and 15. I think they had got a false start again to start this drive, so that made it 1st and 15. Gub gets through there, almost gets the safety, can't finish the tackle. So it's going to be 2nd and 12 for them. And you got Conklin. I keep calling him Conklin. I think that's his last name. You're going to run this either a slant or a bang. It looks like a slant to me. And Corbin's going to make a really good play on the ball. Watch this. He catches it. Corbin right there for the PBU. Great play by him. Really good ball, honestly, by their quarterback. Really good throw. I think this quarterback's going to be really good. I think number 17 is going to be good for many years in the Big Sky. I think he's a good quarterback. Good ball. Corbin knocks it out, though. Great play by him. And then this is when we're going to bring the house. So we're going to get some zero coverage here. Zero. You got our safety here because there's a tight end, or there's a running back here. There's a tight end over there. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers for 6 rushers. And then you have 5 out on routes, and you got the quarterback, obviously. Or 4 out on routes. You have 4 out on routes, 4 covering. We have our safety here because of the running back is on this side on the line of scrimmage. But you're going to get pressure here by the right side. Looks like we overloaded that right side, or it looks like they're pushing. It looks like they're sliding their protection to the right, not the left, which would be a mistake. They're sliding to the right. We have 2 free off the edge, and man, 17 is going to take a big time hit. I actually don't know who this is on this edge. I don't know who this is, but man, I know that hurt. Never even had a chance to get the ball off. I mean, this was never going to be completed. 3rd and 12. We're playing basically at the sticks pre-snap. Just tell everybody to stand at the sticks, and our pressure is going to get there before they're even into their routes, before they even have a chance to get the first down. That's exactly what happened right here. Great play by us. They punted it away. So this was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in a game. So you're going to have this return by Junior, another good return, set us up perfectly inside the red zone, or inside Sac State territory to start this 2-minute drive before halftime. And 25 kind of gets a late hit here, and there's going to be a little scrum, but I don't think there was really any hands thrown. And then there's a lot of guys who aren't even involved. Like if you look at Gubb, you look at our guys over here, there's a lot of guys that aren't even involved. Nash isn't even involved. I mean, just look at this picture right here. And then let's not even mention Sac State's players. There's a whole host of Sac State players who aren't even over here, who aren't even involved. Well, we're going to fast forward. They ended up calling unsportsmanlike conduct on every player on both teams. So every player on Montana's team got an unsportsmanlike conduct. Every player on Sac State's team got an unsportsmanlike conduct. I don't know. I'd love to talk to some officials. I'd love to talk to the Big Sky Conference. I'd love to talk to whoever employs the officials. I'd love to talk to them to know why they did that, because it's just unfortunate for everybody. Everybody gets an unsportsmanlike. That means your next unsportsmanlike, no matter who you are, the next unsportsmanlike you get, you're out of the game. It actually ended up happening to number 8. We'll discuss that in a second. I think it was a really dumb play by him. No matter which way you slice it, I think it was a dumb play. Unfortunate for him being their best receiver. But so we're going to get this drive. We ended up getting a 4th and 9, and it gets batted down. You're running this. Junior's got this seam here. Aaron looks like he's running this deep spot at about 15 yards on the outside. I think maybe he might have had an opportunity to hit Aaron here on the spot if he wanted it to get the first down. He did not. He threw the seam, and this linebacker's going to end up batting it down. I think he actually had Aaron, though. I mean, he actually had Junior. If the ball gets through, I think Junior might catch this, maybe even score. He doesn't. It's batted down. It's unfortunate. But next, we're going to look at, so we get through that. Sac State is going to get the ball back. We punted it back away to, no, that was a 4th and 9. So they get the ball back right here. And I think they actually got another false start. It's 1st and 15. I think they had another false start. So just another example of how I said that, the crowd started playing a part into it. The pressure started getting to the quarterbacks. There's just a lot of things about our team and our home field advantage that don't bode well for teams. TC's going to make a really good play here. Seal the edge here. He's got nothing. You already have the cavalry coming behind you. You got Hayden closing, Gubb closing. I think this is Braxton, but we just got numbers around the ball, and they're going to get nothing on 1st and 15. So this is what I was talking about. This is really dumb. And I do believe that the clock was actually counting down. I don't think they were going to run another play. I think the clock was counting down, so maybe he thought like, it's whatever. The clock's counting down. But this is just something that you got to wait till you get to the sidelines, wait till you get to the locker room. You cannot have this. This hurts your team. This is a killer. So he threw his helmet off. You see his team. You see the way his team reacted. They knew immediately. They ended up calling him for unsportsmanlike, and that was literally the last play of the half. On the last play of the half, number 8 got ejected for the game, which is just killer. He's their best receiver. Honestly, none of the receivers have crazy stats this year, but I just know number 8 because he was there when I was still in college, and he's a really good player. He's a good receiver. He ended up victimizing us last year on a questionable catch on the sidelines. We don't have to get into that because we got our revenge last weekend, but that's just killer. That's just something you can't have. Let's look at these first half stats. Pretty decent, pretty even on the rush yards, 96 rush yards for us, 89 for them. Pass yards, it's very one-sided, 145 pass yards for us, 26 for them. We were averaging about 5.6 yards a play. The time of possession is where it really gets it. I don't know if you guys can see this. 20 minutes of time of possession for us, 9 minutes and 48 seconds of time of possession for them. Just that's amazing. And then the total yard is 241 to 115. We played a really good half of football for us offensively and defensively. That gives us a 21-7 lead going into the second half. And here we go. I'm going to start off with a design run to Bennett, or a read to Bennett. Hayden crashes, so he's going to pull it, and we just have pursuit. I mean, the way our team pursuits is awesome. I mean, this is why we run pursuit drill every day. Look at Braxton. Braxton is getting there. You honestly would probably like the tight end to block Braxton here, but Braxton kind of gets held up with this. I think that's the tackle. He gets held up with this tackle to start the play, so then he's behind. But the way he's gonna pursue the ball, and then you got TC up here, creating a type of edge so that there's nowhere he's gonna go. I mean, this is just a great play. Great pursuit by us. 2nd and 5 for Sac State. They're going to try TC again. This might be the 4th or 5th time they tried TC. TC was there. This is their fastest receiver again. Number 0, their fastest receiver. We got man coverage. You see they're trying to disguise the coverage here by our safeties. Ryder's going to get there late, but he's not going to be able to get there to protect TC. But, I mean, just great coverage by TC. Great coverage. He's in there step for step with him. I believe that's number 0 again, their fastest receiver. He's right there. I think number 0's name is Hill, something Hill, but we were right there, Johnny on the spot. So they get this, they get in this 3rd and 5 situation, and they're gonna try to run this swing route to the running back, and our pursuit is just gonna get there again. Just great pursuit, great way to engage these blocks. TC down here is working, and then the pursuit. I think that's Jackson Lee. No, that might be Ryder. No, that's Flink. Flink here pursuing the ball. Nash here pursuing the ball. Who is this? Is this Jackson Jr.? Jackson Jr. Everybody's pursuing the ball. Really good play. It seemed like they might have had an edge here. Might have had an opportunity to get around the edge here, but when you pursue the ball, that shuts all that down. So the Grizz get the ball back, 21-7 in the 21-7 lead in the 3rd quarter. And, you know, Eli's going to start to eat here. Eli ended up having like 114 rushing yards. I think he's one of the leading candidates for Jerry Rice Award. The way he's been playing this year, he's been playing really well. I think he's a candidate for a Jerry Rice Award for sure. But you're gonna get this run play. It's really blocked up. It's blocked up really well. You got AJ here getting up to the 2nd level on this inside zone. You got Aaron trying to block this. Oh, that's a corner. Corner went down. Aaron trying to block him. These guys are trying to tackle Eli. They cannot. Look at this block by AJ. Look at the way AJ just blocks this guy all the way down the field. Just awesome. Just watch him. No. Thank you. And then, of course, Eli gets like 20 on 1st down. Design quarterback run to Clifton on 2nd and 7. And he's going to look to get a 1st down. Blocked up well again. Our O-line, O-line's doing their thing. You got these 2 pullers. So I think this is this read again. I think this is who he's reading, having seen this a couple times. You see his eyes. This guy stays. He's going to pull it and follow the pullers. Most definitely. Yeah, so he's most definitely reading this guy on the edge. On the edge right here. He's reading this guy. This guy plays it. Plays Eli. And Clifton's going to pull it. 1st down on 2nd and 7. So now we got a 3rd and 6. Clifton's going to get a little pressure in his face. This is going to be incomplete. He's going to try to throw it to Aaron on looks like a deep spot route, or a deep stop route at about 10 yards. But we got this pass concept up top. I think he was off of it because it really looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4 over 3. I think this is a linebacker, but still he's in that area. It looks like they have numbers on us, 4 over 3. He might have been able to get Junior, but also you have this linebacker here. It's just not a pretty picture. You got this linebacker kind of playing underneath it. He's coming this way because Clifton's looking that way, but if Clifton's eyes would have been that way, he probably would have been under that route. This is a good decision by him to go to the left side. We just got to come down with it. Little ball inside, ball a little inside. We're just a little off on our execution there. We didn't end up completing it. First drive of the second half is unsuccessful for us, so we punted it away, and Sac State's got the ball back. You're gonna get this RPO. This is the same RPO that number 17 had ran, and this is another reason why I think, like, I don't know if he was supposed to run with the tight end, if he was supposed to threaten the whoever that flat defender is, excuse me. But watch Caden Bennett here run it. He kind of scrambles out. They declare on him, leaving the tight end wide open. He dumps it off to the tight end, and the tight end gets about 10 yards on first down. Pretty good play design by them. That's something that, like I said, Montana State runs that a lot. They're fairly successful running that. They do. I think they do it really well. They probably do it the best in the country. But Sac State was able to do it right there and get a few yards. So you're going to get this design QB run. We have pressure off the edge, or not design QB run, but you're going to get this read. We're going to have these two guys off the edge that are going to crash, so he's going to pull it. But we really have, Ryder's still there because we have the Ryder coming off the edge. So he's really reading this D end who crashes on the running back. But then you have Ryder. I think if Ryder wouldn't have crashed so hard, this would have been a loss of like 5 yards. They end up getting around the edge, but once again, our pursuit is there. Bennett doesn't want to try to get any extra yardage. Unfortunately, I wouldn't either. And he gets out after a gain of about 7 yards. They ended up getting a first down a couple plays later. 1st and 10. They're kind of driving right now. This is probably one of their second most successful drives of the game right after halftime. They were unsuccessful on the first drive at halftime, but this drive, they were able to move the ball a little bit. They just weren't able to get in the end zone. So he's going to scramble around a little bit. This is something that I think hurts our defense. Idaho, this is something that Giovanni McCoy was able to do really well, was scramble around, create plays with his legs, and it ended up hurting us quite a bit throughout that game. Not too much, but ended up hurting us a little bit. Looks like we're going to get a quarters coverage here, or like a 4X. It looks like Jace Kluswich is playing man down here. It looks like these guys are in a type of quarter shell, quarters, but then you have man down here. That's why I call it 4X, because one receiver is getting manned up. They're going to try to run this. He's really trying to get in this zone. I think it's an in route / stop route, but he's really trying to find the window in the defense. He couldn't find it. Was unsuccessful. You got this quick out up top and a fade by number 1. 1 and 2 are running a fade, quick out concept. They don't really look like they were expecting to get the ball, probably because they had coverage over the top, so they think he's off of it. The running back ends up getting out and gets open. I think Bennett just has to put a better ball on him, but also you'd like number 9 to catch that. He didn't, and incompletion for them. Now we got a 3rd and 5. And this is a really good run by Bennett. Really good run by Bennett. I think we played this fairly well. Good job of setting this block up. So he's going to fake inside because Braxton's got out. Braxton's trying to declare him to go back and make him go back inside. And Bennett, this little juke that he puts on there, makes Braxton go inside of that block, setting it up perfectly for his lineman. And he's able to scoot for the first down. Good play by them on 3rd and 5. Oh, man. So I thought they had given them the first down. I honestly think he got the first down. If you look, you tell me. Looks like he definitely got the first down. I'm pretty sure the first down was at the first down was right here. Wherever this line is on the 22-yard line, that's the first down. They didn't end up giving it to him. So it is what it is. They end up getting it on the 4th and 1. I think they kind of cheated him right there. Should have had the first down anyway, but they got it. Man, our pressure here, we're going to bring this cat blitz here. I think we messed up on this play defensively. I think we weren't sure of our assignments, and I think it could have hurt us. So I think here these guys are trying to pass us off. We have this cat blitz. I think they're playing man coverage. Actually, no, they're not playing man coverage. They're playing zone coverage. I don't know whose responsibility number 5 is, but he gets pretty open here. Bennett just is not able to throw the ball because of the pressure. I think even maybe he could have thrown it when he scrambled. But you're going to get this switch release. So you have number 0 coming across on the pre-snap motion. We bring the cat blitz. Now you have number 5 on this seam, and you have number 0 stretching it horizontally on this outside wheel route. Number 5 is open. I don't know if you saw before. This is Nash. Nash is widening. Number 5 is open. I think they could have put the ball. I think Bennett could have layered the ball in here. Maybe if he had a little more time. This is where the pressure, us getting pressure on the quarterback, pays dividends. Because I think this would have been a touchdown. I think we got lucky here, and I think it's a good play for us. He ends up making it into something. He ends up getting like 9. I think it ended up being like 3rd and 1 after third and 1 after this. But I truly think we got lucky right there. Yeah, 3rd and 1. They're going to hand it off to Tal Tolliver, and he gets in the first down on 3rd and 1. Really good tackle here by Nash. Good tackle there. Because, I mean, we got numbers around the ball, but good tackle there. Another run on 1st and goal. He's going to get minimal to nothing. We got hats around the ball, per usual. He gets like 2 on 1st down. So man, oh, I put this on here. I'm glad I put this on here. So I remember watching this live. I remember I was watching number 1, basically their whole offense, and Bennett this was a long drive for them. I don't know exactly how many plays they've ran. I think it's close to 10 to 15 plays on this drive, maybe closer to 10 plays, 10 to 12. But Bennett had his hands on his hips, and he was looking tired. And I remember thinking, man, he's about to fumble. He's about to make a mistake. He's tired. I can see it. You know, his body language is telling me the whole story. That's all I need to see is his hands on his hips, him breathing pretty hard, and look at that. I don't know if his lineman stepped on his foot, but he gets kind of jumbled up here. The technique is not perfect, and they fumble the ball. Obviously, I wish that the Grizz would have came down with this, would have been able to get this fumble, but man, they were just not good. So this is an interesting play call because this is something that I believe Montana, our offense runs this in the red zone. And I don't know if they got this from us. I don't know if they've been running this, but this is something that our offense runs often, this T-bone formation with the 2 tight. I think they brought in an extra lineman for this. I don't know if we bring in an extra lineman, but I know this is something that we run often. So I would only have to guess that this is something that in our team periods and practice, the Grizzlies team periods, that our defense sees this all the time, whether it's a pass, whether it's a run. They probably see this all the time. They are not fooled by this at all. At all. Nobody's fooled by this. You got, I think that's, who's this? Ryder covering the flats. You got Corbin covering the tight end, and they get nothing out of this on 3rd and goal. Nothing. Great coverage by us. My only guess would be that that's something that we've seen often in practice, and we capitalize on it. You're going to get this chip shot field goal by the field goal kicker for Sac State, and he just, oh, that hurts. I don't know if it was I think it was a pretty windy day, actually. I think Saturday was a pretty windy day in Grizz. But man, you'd love for him to hit this. You'd love for him to hit that. It's not like it's going to bring you super back, but I mean, making it 21-10, that's a 2-possession game. It just sucks for them. 2nd and 5, going to get this design run by Clifton, and he's going to take off. Break 1 tackle. You got to make that tackle, man. But you're reading this end. Clifton sees it as a pull read. He pulls it. You got our lineman working upfield. Got the guard that we pulled getting in there. Blocking that linebacker. He didn't really get a hand on him, but Clifton is out of there. Great run play. I think this might have been his longest run of the season. Just a great play. Great play on, I don't know what down that was actually. That was 2nd and 5. Great run play on 2nd and 5. Really good by us. Okay, 1st and 10. That same read. Gonna run it to Clifton again. And he's reading this end, I believe. You got the 2 pullers coming in. No, he's reading over here. So he's reading this end from where the pullers are coming from. He stays, so he's gonna pull it. This guy stays upfield, honors that. I think if he chases and comes to try to get the quarterback, or if he chases these pullers for some reason, or bites down, that's when we're gonna hand that. But he stays, and Clifton's pulling it and getting about 6 or 7 yards on first down. 3rd and 5, another design quarterback run, and Clifton's going to get the first down. This has been something, I can't stress it enough, this has been something that has really been instrumental for our offense, the ability to give the ball to Clifton on power run plays, on design quarterback run plays, and get first downs on 3rd and short. This is a 3rd and medium, and we get it on 3rd and 5. We're running on 3rd and 5 when we get the first down. That is super important to be able to do. Got a 3rd and 7. We're running this mesh concept. This is going to be Clifton's first interception of the season, which is actually crazy to say because we just played our 9th game of the season. So he's actually been playing a really good season. He's actually been having a really good season in terms of turnovers. This is going to be his first interception. We run this. We're trying to run a variation of that. They're trying to run a variation of that mesh route that they had ran earlier, but it looks like they're trying to fake the OTB and run. I don't know, maybe they got confused. Maybe he thought Clifton was gonna, or maybe he thought Racanelli was gonna run the OTB. Maybe he was supposed to run the OTB. Looks like there's some confusion. He's gonna fake the OTB. Maybe he was trying to hit somebody here. Maybe he was trying to hit Barker. Maybe he was trying to hit, I think that's Racanelli. He's trying to hit somebody in here. There's a confusion of responsibility here, and it ends up costing us for an interception. Sucks. He did get his hands underneath there. I was hoping that he might have, maybe it hit the ground. It did not. He got his hands underneath it. First interception for Clifton of the season. And they get the ball back. The 4th quarter started. That was at the end of the 3rd quarter. This is the start of the 4th quarter. 2nd and 2 for Sac State. And they're going to get a decently good play on this swing route. They got the blocks. So this is what you want by this. Actually, number 11 didn't get a block. It might have been a better play if number 11 would have got a block. But probably would have been a really good play if 11 would have got a block. 11 doesn't get a block. Clue switch is here to make the play. You see Nash trying to force it back inside. So they run this swing route. Nash plays upfield to force it back inside to where all his help is. And there's all the help. Got a 2nd and 3 for Sac State. Man, really good catch by him on a 2nd and 3. They're running this flat concept. I think this is designed. These guys are blocking. They can block because he's catching it behind the line of scrimmage. So you're trying to fake him on that little motion, make it look like maybe he might block. I think they don't really know what he's going to do, but he's going to stay behind the line of scrimmage, catch it behind the line of scrimmage. Number 0 honestly doesn't put a good block on. Riley's running through that. You got Nash coming in here, coming in hot, trying to make the play, forces him back inside, and then where's everybody? Right there. 3 hats on the ball. Great. 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. And man, this is what happens when you continue to work. I believe we're going to run this stunt here. We do. We run this stunt with these 2 on the outside. We run a mirrored stunt actually. So we're going to mirror the stunt. You have, I think that's Flink running this stunt on the other side. And I don't so much know who that is on the inside. I know that might be Riley Wilson on the inside, but you got, no. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is working with Gub, but just watch Gub. You're running this stunt, watch Gub. Relentless. Keep working. Nash. No, that's number 0. Kale forces him to stop his feet, and because Gub kept pursuing the ball, because Gub kept working, he gets the sack on it. Great play on 3rd and 4. Great play. They punted away, and this is fairly unfortunate. It was a pretty short punt, so Junior wasn't able to get to it, but they're going to get a really good bounce. And it, like I said earlier, it was a really windy game. I think that's why their kicker had struggled, but the wind is going to push the ball. Look at this. The wind is going to push the ball. The wind, that's the wind. They're not doing that. They think they're doing something. You guys aren't doing nothing. The wind is pushing it all the way, and watch. On the 1-yard line. Sickening. That's okay, though, because next play, Sac State's going to run this quarter coverage. They're trying to trade this off. We're running this fade concept, fade quick out concept. Junior, you got Eli on the pre-snap motion. He's going into a swing route, but this is where we're really working right here. You got Junior on this out route, this quick 5-yard out route, and you have Keelan running this fade. During the post-game press conference, Keelan talked about how they had ran this earlier in the game, and Clifton mentioned how if they jump it, I'm going to throw the fade. Because really, I think you're looking for the out route. Keelan here is running what we call a protection fade. So he's trying to protect, he's outside releasing, mandatory outside releasing, and he's trying to protect the number 2 receiver. He's trying to protect him on this out route. Well, if they are trained to trade this off, I'm going to jump the short route. You play over the top in this quarter coverage. You can get some big plays on the outside by this, but you have to throw a good ball, and you have to hope that this safety is a little late. Both of those things happened. The safety was a little late. Clifton put a really good ball on, and it's the longest touchdown in Grizz history. Amazing. 97-yard touchdown. I saw that Keelan hit like 19 miles per hour on this play. Really good play. Watch, you get a really good look at it here. Number 3 is going to try to jump it. He hesitates right there. He's still doing a good job of making Keelan widen, but look at Keelan give eyes right as he gets around. That safety is trying to look back instead of just trying to close on that, and he's late. And you got to make the tackle right there. Good high step. And it's a 97-yard touchdown for the Grizz, giving them the 28-7 lead. Great play. Great play. Awesome play. Man, everybody's been playing really well on this defense, but let's just look at this right here. Corbin's had a few PBUs in this game. He's going to make a great break on this ball. He's not threatened deep. Pretty lazy stop at the top. Not to bash number 5, it's just a pretty lazy break, to be honest. He kind of drifts, and that leaves a space for Corbin to make a play. Next drive, they ended up punting it away, and Eli is going to start to impose his will. It just seems like you never really see Eli eating too much throughout the course of the game. Like, he gets a 20-yard run here, he gets a 30-yard run here, but it just seems like as the game goes on, the runs get longer and longer, and he starts to break more tackles, and you saw that right here. They got him dead to rights right there. Make the tackle. Nope. And I truly think the only reason he didn't score this is because he tried to stiff arm. He's going to try to stiff arm number 95 here, or maybe he didn't try to stiff arm, but that arm gets got. That's the only way 95 was going to bring him down, because he's not as fast as Eli. But that's like a 30-yard run right there, maybe even 40. Let's see. Started on the 30, 10, 20, 30. Just about a 35-yard run. Great run. Great run on first down. 2nd and 6. Look at him just letting his blocks set up. So you got this puller coming around. Guards pulling coming around. Looks like we're really designed this run to get to the outside because of where the guard's going. He's not hammering it up in here like it's a power run play. Looks like we're trying to get to the outside. And, man, Eli set these blocks up really well. Great. Just great. To figure out where you need to cut it up, get the first down. Great play. That's about 15 yards. Another good run for him. And then we're going to bring Osmo in there and allow him to do some of the dirty work. Yeah. I mean, if you just look at this O-line play, they are just dominating Sac State's front 7. I mean, look at this guy get buried in there. Casey and Journey burying number 45, and then Casey working up on that backer. This is awesome. Bury him, get up to the second level, open up that window for Osmo. That's a great run. That's great, blocked up, very well blocked up, really good. Got a 2nd and 1, run power, and once again it's blocked up really well, and we get a touchdown. So watch the puller come around. You got Journey coming around on the pull. Good block on that backer. You got, I think this is, who is this? Chris stealing off that linebacker. That is blocked up really well. Touchdown for the Grizz. Great play. That gives Montana the 34-7 lead with 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. This is really when the game was, the game was out of reach. Our defense was playing phenomenal. Sac State couldn't get anything going offensively. But I put this on here because, I think, like I iterated earlier, I think number 17 is going to be a really good player. I think he throws a good ball. I think the pressure just got to him this game, but he fits this ball in this window to number 0, and they're kind of moving the ball here. Gonna try to hit this out route. I think he's running a stick route up top. He's getting covered by a DN, so DN's, honestly, our DN was probably holding him a little bit. DNs don't cover, they rush the passer, so it is what it is. But also he's got, I mean, I don't know why he's looking at this. This might be the only thing he can look at, but you have our corner over the top of him as well. It's just not a very open pass concept. 3rd and 10, a little pressure again. So gonna bring this pressure up the middle. One of our guys is gonna get free. Riley's gonna get free. And he almost gets there, but it affects, you can tell it affects number 17. Number 17 was affected by the pressure. The way he's throwing it, he just, I mean, they just wanted to get out of there. Got a 4th and 10, more pressure, and I mean, watch who's gonna be there in the coverage. Oh no, it's not. It's Jace. Not. I thought it was that was gonna be TC, but Jace. I mean, you're gonna get this pressure in his face, up the middle, and he's just gonna throw it off his back foot and be so unsuccessful. Great coverage by Jace, and that ended the game. I mean, that didn't end the game. It effectively ended the game. I think we had one more offensive drive. We were probably moving the ball, but I think we really ran the clock down. Great game by Montana. Great win for Montana. Top 10 matchup against number 7 Sacramento State. This is a Sacramento State team that's had our number the last couple of years. Obviously, they have a new head coach, Andy Thompson, former Grizz player. But great win by Montana, 34-7, a statement win by Montana. The polls, some of the talking heads, the pundits, they have been saying that Montana hasn't really beat anybody good. I bet all of a sudden this Sac State team is going to turn into an average, middle of the pack Big Sky team when really they're a good Big Sky team. They've just played the gauntlet. They played Montana State, they played Idaho, they played the Grizz. They lost all 3. I still think they're a fairly good team. I don't think they're in the upper echelon of the Big Sky, so I will give them that. But Montana was able to come away with a big win. We have Montana is going to play Portland State this week. I see this as a trap game. This is a game where if you don't take care of business, they could end up beating you. I think their quarterback is fairly good. They got some decent weapons on the outside. We'll see how it works out. I haven't had too much time to look at Portland State, but I think it'll be a pretty good game. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the rest of this season. I'm excited for the rest of the see how the Big Sky is going to shape up. Playoffs are right around the corner. It's just shaping up to be a really awesome season, really awesome into the season and into the playoffs. No matter how it happens, I'm excited. I appreciate you guys for tapping in. I'll see you guys next week. Go Grizz.